All right, I'm doing a headlight change on this 2010 Toyota Corolla. 1 point, I believe it's 1.8 liter. Problem is I have, I've polished these out numerous times, but see now I'm getting, see that? It's on the inside. I'm getting condensation really bad in this headlight, and it's probably the rubber seals that maybe go in there, like for the light bulbs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swap it out with a brand new headlight, which I found on Amazon, and I'll show you the link to this thing, or I'll show you a picture of how to find it on Amazon and towards the end of the video. But yeah, so basically you got to take this whole front plastic clip off the front of the car, okay? And there's multiple fasteners. Like if you just kind of grab it and you kind of wiggle it, you can see where it's locked in at, right? So you got one here, there's one here, one here, and one here, and there's a bunch on the bottom. So it's probably around 14 or so. These plastic clips you're going to have to carefully undo, and hopefully you could reuse the clips. If not, you might be able to find them at AutoZone or a store like that. Okay, so I'm going to get this front clip off. Oh, and by the way, your turn signal light bulbs and your side marker, there's no way you can get to them by hand without taking the whole headlight off from the vehicle and this whole bumper, plastic bumper piece. I know, yeah, it's ridiculous, but so my suggestion is get the side marker and the turn signal light bulbs at an auto store before you do this job. That way, when you replace the headlight and you're hooking up your bulbs back into it before you put it back into the car, you know, you can get that replaced, and because if not, you won't be able to get to it. So you might as well do it now when you're replacing the headlight, and they're not that much. And I want to say it has gone up. I want to say they're like $7-8 a bulb. But anyway, and I'll probably put that picture of that where I got that, and you got it at Advanced Auto Parts. Anyways, so let's get to it. Real quick, in case you don't know, these little plastic clips, this style right here, you have to get a little flathead screwdriver, a little tiny one like I got here, works the best. You're gonna carefully pry and pop that up, and then come underneath the bottom and pop that part up, and then it'll pull out. And that's what it looks like, and you're gonna reuse this. Well, I'm gonna try. It looks like a piece of it broke when I pulled it up. You know, some of these clips are so old from the heat and the age of the vehicle that you're not gonna be able to reuse them. But you could find these, this style that you need at like AutoZone, or any one of those auto stores should have these. You got two metal ones here and here. And I just used a 10mm socket and it got them off. Okay. And also I realized there is one here. It's like a little rubber, or it's supposed to be rubber. It's pretty hard. And you could just take that out with a regular Phillips #2. And you got one, let me see. Yeah, you got another one over here on the passenger side, same thing, Phillips #2, and that will come out. So on the top side, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them so far. Looks like that. Don't lose these. These are probably not going to be able to find these at an auto store. Might be a dealer item, so do not lose those. Okay, there's 7. Looks like there's 7 clips on the top here that you got to remove. The 7th one is right here next to your little hood lock. Okay, it's right there, and you're gonna carefully pry that up. It's like the first ones I showed you, and they're plastic, so be careful. If you just wiggle the bumper, you could tell where these things are gonna lock in at. So I got one here, one over here. Definitely got to come out, and then it looks like right here on this side, and I'm not sure about this side yet, but yeah, just start wiggling it, and you'll see where it's still locked into the car. There's going to be one plastic, like a screw looking thing, like a clip. Okay, when you remove that is all you need to do, right? And then you're gonna pull, and this thing, you see all those little clips here? And that's just gonna lock into here, so you just gotta pull on it. I know. I was thinking that it's gonna break, but no, it's good. And that's all you need to do to get that part off. But you do have, like, I wanna leave this on the, I guess it's like the wheel well splash guard, okay? I want to separate this, and it looks like down there, right here, let me see. Oh, there it is. Right here. There's a metal screw bolt type deal. You got to remove that, and there's one, should be one on the other side too. So these clips here are a little tricky, and they have like a plastic screw head to them. What you want to do is you want to pop it up and hold it with a flathead screwdriver, and then stick your Phillips in there and just start unscrewing that thing, and it will come out. I got impatient with the other side, and I just got some pliers and ripped it out. So I'm going to have to buy me another one at the store. So don't do it like I did. See, now it'll come out. See that? I know, it's a stupid setup, I think, but anyways, that's how it is. And now you can pull on it like I was telling you, and it'll pop out. See that? See how there's like these tabs, and they lock in to these other tabs in here, and just kind of like a puzzle piece, right? And it pops loose. So don't freak out, you're not going to rip it or break it. Thank you. So I got the plastic clip taken off the front, the plastic, bumper guard. Just cosmetic is all it is. And you see how I left the wheel well splash guards intact? Here's your actual bumper with the foam in front of it. But yeah, so now we can get to these headlights, because they have bolts on here that lock them in right here, and looks like right here and right here. But you can't get to this bolt right here unless you pop the front clip off. And to remove the headlight, I think you just got to have that off, because it's kind of a tight fit, in that this little section in here. Anyway, all right, now I'll take one headlight off and show you. Okay, so right here is where the headlight locks in, and there's just 3 bolts that lock it into the frame of the car. Okay, so you got one there, one here, but you need to pry this off first with a screwdriver gently, as it's got like a little shoulder to it that it pops down into. Okay, so unlock that first carefully, and then right here you see this tab, it's locking in the plastic of the headlight there. So I'm just gonna gently, I I got these flies, man. They're just landing all over me. It's October like 7th, but it's still hot. It's supposed to be 100 degrees today. Yeah. Let's see what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, okay. You just got to bend this up, and then it'll just slide right out. And then obviously you're going to have to bend this back down gently to make it lock in tight when you put the new one in. Okay. So now this whole headlight assembly, yep. Bam. Now you see what I'm saying about your turn signal and your side, I'm sorry, your turn signal and your side marker? It's so far back, and it's back in here, and there's this metal frame part of the vehicle that just prevents you from even changing them out. So like I said, get these two bulbs replaced into your new headlight assembly before you put everything back together, because you're already there, you got it out, and it's easy to change out. Okay, now you're going to disconnect your light bulbs. That better not be an ant biting me down there. Was that a mosquito? Good Lord, these bugs are everywhere. Okay, anyways, disconnect all your carefully, you know, and then go to the next side. Okay, your turn signal and side marker bulbs are going to remain. They're just going to unplug, and so you're going to have to maybe get some slip joint pliers and carefully grab it and just gently twist it, and that's how it locks in. And it's an amber colored bulb for your turn signal. And then this one here, here we go. Looks like this. And that's going to be your side marker. Okay, on the passenger side, you have the condenser, you know, line. It goes real close. It's right in the way of you getting that tab. You can do it, just be careful. Don't put any pressure against that. You don't want to cause a leak in your air conditioning system. Okay, just be careful. Just bend it up enough to get it out. Bam. See? Now, this will come out. Here's our passenger side. So on second thought, just twist these out and pull the whole unit out. Don't try to disconnect the clip. You might end up breaking that clip. This plastic's so old and brittle from just the heat and the age. Just take the whole thing out like that. Same with the other one. So all you got is open holes, see? You see how they lock in? They have those little tabs. There's 4 of them. Alright. So what I think's going on is somehow this rubber is just not sealing. And that's why I'm getting all that moisture on the inside of my passenger headlight. You can still see the moisture. It hasn't. And that's all on the inside. Anyway. Okay, so the headlights are out. And unfortunately, the auto store gave me the wrong bulbs for my turn signals. They won't fit in. There's a special little tab on the bottom of the bulb itself, and it just won't go in. So I got to go back and get the right ones, and then I could put the new headlights in and go from there. Okay, I got the new bulbs put in there for my turn signal and side marker, and you see that ratcheted bottle cap looking thing on the bottom of this new headlight? It's the same as the old OEM Toyota headlight. Okay, they look exactly the same, and that's how you're going to adjust your headlights so they're shining on the road at the appropriate level, where you're not going to blind somebody, and you know you can get the best vision at night. So I'm gonna hold off on putting the bumper back on, or the plastic grill back on, and that way I can adjust these tonight when it gets dark. And I'll show you how to do that. Okay, you're gonna slide. You're gonna work this side in first, and then make sure you bend that clip down that you bent up, and then you're gonna put this in last, right underneath that clip right there, and then you'll bolt it in. Man, those headlights look good. All right, we got a problem. You see on the OEM Toyota, up at the where the side marker and the turn signal areas, you see how round in the size of that, right? Now look at this one. You see how that looks way different? It's oval, and it's not fitting over that little shoulder of that deal underneath it. And I think if you don't get it down flush, you're gonna have trouble shutting your hood, possibly. So I'm gonna drill the new one out to this size right here, or close to it. Okay, I used a 5/16 drill bit, and I just hogged out that oval spot for the fitment of the headlight, and now it fits. See how it fits over that plastic shoulder now, and it sits flush. That's what you want, and that's all you need to do. Doesn't take much. Next issue is, see that metal clip, okay, that provides threads for your bolt? Well, that metal clip does not come on the ones I bought from Amazon. So you're gonna have to remove this clip carefully and install it on your new headlight. Okay, they made this a really tight fit, so you want to get this bolt started. Once you remove that metal clip and transfer it onto here, you want to get this started first. Just get it started, a few threads in, stop, and then put in the other bolt here and this one over here. Otherwise, you're going to fight this thing. Okay? All right. Okay, the headlight's been installed, and you want to test it, make sure it's nice and snug, it's not wiggling around. You see how nice and tight it fits in here. There's no gaps. Okay. Now I gotta wait till tonight to adjust it, because that adjusting screw, you see it, it's way down there. You can barely get, see, it's right there, this little shiny bolt. You turn this one way or the other, and it either lowers or raises your headlight on the road. So I'm going to leave this open and leave that plastic bumper off until I can get these dialed in, and then I'll put the bumper back on, or plastic bumper. And the other side, it's probably going to be the same way. Let me take a look. Yeah, the other side is going to be hard to get to as well. You're going to be up in right around here somewhere. You won't be able to come down from the top, really. I mean, you might be able to, but it'd be really difficult. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave that plastic clip off until I get the headlights adjusted. And I'll do that tonight. You'll see it right now. Okay, so for the small, tiny marker bulbs for your headlight, the little side marker bulbs, they're Sylvania, and they're 168. And then the turn signals are going to be the Sylvania 3457A. And it says it also fits in compatible with 3357A. But go with that top one, 3457A. And they're going to be an amber color. The actual bulb will be amber. Just so you know. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so I got the lights put together. They're back on. I just have the plastic clip off because we got to do the alignment of up and down where the light's going to be pointing at on the road. You want to make it as efficient as possible and not blind other drivers as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the center point of the low beams. Okay, these are the high beams. Go off the low beams, and it's looking like it's right at 27 inches. So remember that, because I'm going to make a board with some tape, and tonight we're going to be back about 25 feet from the board, and we're gonna see where our headlights are, and I could adjust them from the back where that little bolt looking screw thing, like a bottle cap with teeth on it. That's what you're gonna manipulate back and forth. So hang tight. All right, so you wanna get a piece, like a board, like a piece of plywood, and you're gonna mark with tape the distance from the ground to the center of your low beam, which is 27 inches, okay? But they say that you're supposed to actually have the driver's side adjusted higher. I'm sorry, my bad, lower. You're gonna have the driver's side adjusted 4 inches below that where it sits at, which is 27 inches. So that would give us 23 inches. So we need to have the driver's side headlight shining on that board at 23 inches, and then they recommend that the passenger side, you want to actually have the light 2 inches above where it sits. So that's going to be 29. So 29 inches on the passenger and 23 on the driver. And if you measure with a tape measure, center to center from one low beam, the middle of one low beam bulb to the other, it's 4 feet 7 inches, give or take. It's real close. 4 feet 7 inches. So I made the very center point of my cross, right? The distance between the center of each cross is 4 feet 7 inches, the same as my headlights. And you can kind of see it as the sun's going down. You can kind of see where they're sitting. So yeah, the right side, the passenger side looks really close, because I actually measured to the bottom of the tape to get my 29 inches, and my 23 is at the bottom of the tape. So you see the 23 is a little high. The driver's side's a little high. So I need to bring that down. This one's pretty good, just a tinge lower. So let's start with this side. All right, so you can see it's pretty close, somewhat, to where it should be. All right. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with the adjustment on the headlight, but I tried turning it and it doesn't go very far. So it doesn't seem like it does much of anything. So it might be like a preset from where they manufacture these. You know, it's obviously a cheaper headlight, so maybe they just don't make it really adjustable. It's just kind of the way they set it, and that's good enough. And it is pretty close. You can see the driver's side low beam is considerably lower than the passenger. So that's going to be good, because you'll be able to see the road, but you won't be blinding everybody you're driving past. And that's the whole point of doing this headlight alignment. So good luck. I hope it works out for you, and I will leave a picture of this product if you do desire to buy it. Just, whatever. If not, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But anyways, I just make these videos so that you guys can help yourselves and save some money. Considerably better, night and day difference. Even though it seems like you can't adjust the headlights. They're pretty close to where they should be on the adjustment. So all in all, I think it's worth it. I mean, for $100 on Amazon for a set of these,